Oye, mi gente, you're listening to the Red Lips Real Talk podcast,
where we talk about life, love, and everything in between.
You already know. It's time to get real.
Dale.
Some laws make perfect sense, and then there are the ones that make you wonder, who did that for this to become a law? Today, we're talking about some of the weirdest laws from around the world, and right here in Florida too. Some are funny, some are surprisingly practical, and a few might leave you wondering how they're even real. But as strange as those laws are, they're nothing compared to the questions we're starting to ask because of AI. Technology is moving so fast that it's creating situations lawmakers never imagined. So today we're asking two questions. Which laws are the weirdest, and what new laws might we need before AI gets too far ahead of us? Welcome to Red Lips Real Talk. If you enjoy the conversation, be sure to follow the show, leave us a review, and share this episode with someone who loves a good discussion. Now let's get into it.
Yeah, well, I went down a little rabbit hole too. I was like, I saw something on social media and they mentioned that it was a law in their country. And I was just like, that's odd. And then I went and found a Reddit group.
Yeah.
And there was a little list there, a long list, I would say, of just some strange things.
I know they exist. I've seen them before.
It's so weird. And it turns out some are funny, some are actually, they make sense. But yeah, like you said, you begin to question, like, why did that even have to become a law?
Right.
Like, where's that story?
Where's the backstory to that?
Yeah. Which I wasn't really able to find on some of them, but it's pretty weird.
Well, let's get into these laws, Monica.
So the first one we have is Singapore. In Singapore, did you know that selling or importing chewing gum is basically banned? Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
So you can't take chewing gum with you if you ever visit Singapore. Remember that.
That's interesting. No chewing gum.
No chewing gum. Well, they created that because people keep sticking gum everywhere. And I know from living in New York what that looks like. And it's gross.
Ew.
So I could see, why they did it. And I guess that's basically why that country is known as like one of the cleanest.
Is it? Have you been there?
No,
I haven't
never
been there myself. But it's very clean.
Very clean.
No, you won't have a problem with bubble gum on your shoe or under your shoe.
Or on the walls. That's some gross. Like when in New York, taking the train and if you go to sit down, you got to look because there's gum.
There's gum everywhere.
Yeah, it was gross.
Well, here's another one that I saw. In Longyearbyen, Norway, people joke that it's illegal to die there. And it kind of is.
What?
Yeah. Because it's so cold, the ground stays frozen year-round. Bodies don't decompose properly in the permafrost. So if someone becomes very elderly or terminally ill, they're usually transported to the mainland, Norway, before they pass away.
So what happens if a young person has a heart attack and they die? Who gets in trouble for that?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of accidents, but I mean, you can die there, right? I mean, because accidents happen. So I looked into it and it says that you die there, but they're still going to transport you to the mainland because there's no new burials being done in that area anymore. So if you're going to be buried or cremated, they will transport you over to the mainland Norway.
So if no one can get in trouble. Who's going to get in trouble if you die?
I guess you don't really get in trouble per se, but they're not going to let you get buried there. So you're going to get the boot regardless.
So make that the law. No burial sites or no one can be buried in this part of the country.
Exactly.
Because telling me that I can't die there is like, wait a minute. Mm-hmm. That's literally not in my control.
It isn't.
And who's going to get in trouble if I do?
Exactly. Because, things happen. If you're expecting a baby, they ask you to leave like 6 weeks prior to your due date.
Why?
Because things happen. They don't want anything happen to you there. They want you to go to the mainland, to Norway, in case.
I wonder how far the mainland is. Because it's not like you're
That's
saying,
a good question.
From here to Miami, 30, 45 minutes.
I don't know how far the mainland is. But it's kind of like go over there and have your baby.
Wow.
And if you're ill, go over there.
Go over there and die.
Yeah, go over there and pass away.
Wow. That's just, don't live there.
Yeah.
Don't move there. Don't live there.
You can't even die in your own.
I know, having to get to know laws before you go to different countries is kind of important.
Super important.
And they say that in Italy, like in Venice, pigeon feeding is illegal because they become such a problem and they damage historic buildings. So you're not allowed to feed the pigeons there.
Haven't you been to Venice?
Yes. I didn't feed any pigeons.
Oh, okay. No. Did you see anybody feeding pigeons?
I honestly, no, I didn't see that.
Are there a lot of pigeons there? I haven't been.
I mean, I saw pigeons, but it wasn't like
a problem.
A nuisance, yeah.
Okay.
But in Milan, they were like everywhere.
Really?
Like all just everywhere. And people were feeding pigeons
them.
Like nothing, crackers, everything.
So in Milan, you can do it, but not.
Well, I don't know if it's legal because I think it's, frowned upon or you can get fined if you get caught. But I mean, there's so many people doing it.
Yeah. I guess they don't have, they probably don't have police everywhere. Like, oh my God, don't feed the pigeons,
Don't feed the pigeons.
But if you're standing there and there's like millions of pigeons around you and you're feeding them, You're
looking like the lady from Home Alone.
Home Alone, then that's a problem. You're probably going to get
pigeons all over you.
Exactly.
I am the pigeon lady. Oh my God, no. But there was a lot and they're flying everywhere. And they're pretty like...
But it's like the pigeons know.
Yeah.
Because you said in Venice, you didn't see that many pigeons where it was a problem. They're all in Milan.
Yeah. That's where they feed me. That's where I'm going.
They know where to go.
And they're aggressive too over there.
Really?
Yeah. I had to be like ducking and yeah.
So they know
it was a problem.
People feed them.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a problem. Maybe they need to pass that also in Milan.
Or enforce it, right?
Yeah, enforce it in Milan.
That would be nice.
Here's another one. If you're visiting places like Acropolis in Greece, don't wear high heels.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, is it like a cobblestone area?
Yeah. The heels can damage thousands of years of old stone. So
it's probably uncomfortable to walk like that anyway.
Absolutely. You can't, you'll mess up your ankle. Don't do it. Don't wear heels over there.
I mean, I don't like heels in general, but I don't think I would. Who would wear heels? Well,
people would wear
there's
heels.
A law.
Yeah. People who wear heels. And if there's a law for it.
I know that there's a law in some places in Italy where you're not allowed to wear flip-flops.
I can understand that. I mean, we have here in Miami Beach, you can't go into some restaurants with flip-flops on. I mean, it's not a law, but they don't want you wearing flip-flops in some places.
For them, it's because of the way the streets are.
Mm-hmm.
You can get hurt.
Oh, okay.
It's not safe.
Yeah.
For you to wear your little flip-flops.
Makes sense.
So they don't allow you to wear them.
Mm-hmm. I know also in the Caribbean and African nations, you shouldn't be wearing camouflage. They only want, it's a military pattern. It's reserved strictly for them. So you shouldn't walk around in camouflage.
That's good to know. Cause
you
don't want to pack that if you're going to visit.
Exactly.
Because that would suck if you're like in camouflage and be like, hey, you.
Yeah.
Take it off.
Yeah. And that's very important to know.
Yeah.
Before you go there. Have you ever, I mean, I know you've traveled to some places. Have you ever researched the laws before you've gone?
Not really. And I know you should. I know I've researched laws regarding identification.
Okay. Yeah.
Having to require
that, but not as far as clothing.
Well, not laws, but I do research what am I allowed, what should I wear?
Yeah.
When I go to these places. Because I know in Europe, there's a lot of places where you cannot wear sleeveless or shorts.
Right.
If you're going to go into cathedrals and churches and
or temples,
they want you covered up.
That I mean,
respect for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember we were in Milan and we were in the tour in the line, trying to get in. And there was a girl in front of us in the line and she was trying to model. I mean, she had her friend or whoever taking pictures of her, and she took off her sweater, her shirt, whatever, and she's like doing all these modeling poses, and she's in this skimpy dress.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my God, look at this. And she's holding up the line, right? Homegirl got kicked out. They were like, oh, no. And you got to pay to get in.
Yeah.
So she paid to get in, and they were like, no,
you have to go.
And they escorted her out.
Wow.
They didn't even warn her. It wasn't like, no, ma'am, put your sweater back on. No, it was like, nope, you go out. I was like, aye. But that's why, stuff like that, like, I look it up, like, okay, what am I allowed to wear or not wear? Because you never know.
You don't?
Like, for instance, well, if you're going to a country that is known for a specific religion, right? Like if you go to a Muslim country, I suggest you look up the law.
Yeah.
Because what is it in Dubai or like the EU or EAU or whatever they call that, in Muslim countries, there's certain things that you're not allowed to wear.
Exactly.
And we're here, a tank top and shorts in the summer is normal. And I'm not talking booty shorts. I'm talking like just regular shorts.
Yeah.
And someplace like that, it's like, no, you can't wear that. And if you do wear that, they could very easily just arrest you.
Imagine
if they're not, nice and give you a warning. They could just take your ass in and be like, oh, go to jail.
Yeah. You're wearing shorts. You're going to jail, and you don't want to be in jail in those places.
That's scary.
Well, here in Thailand, it's about not having to wear. You have to wear a shirt if you're driving anything. A car, like, a motorcycle.
What? I can't be shirtless in my own car?
No, you cannot be shirtless. You need to wear a shirt. No shirtless driving on vacation over there. Isn't it hot over there?
Yeah. What about if you're coming from the beach or going to the beach?
Men
right?
usually, that's the first thing they do when they're hot. They take off their shirt, but they can't. You can't. Not in Thailand.
That's good to know. Because that's one of the places I would like to visit. And I'll remember to tell my husband, keep shirt on.
Keep your shirt on. Don't take your shirt off. I wonder, I guess it's distracting to other drivers or something?
Yeah, I mean, distracting. Yeah, it can be distracting. If you got a six-pack and you're muscle, it can be very, if you're very muscular and you got a nice tan, and it can be distracting. Thailand also, vapes are not allowed.
Really?
Yeah. So you know how I know a lot of people that vape and they take it everywhere, vacation, and you always hear on the plane, like,
right,
you're not allowed to do that on a plane. But in Thailand, I think it was in 2014, and they made it a law that you can't vape, banned, and there's no exemption.
Nobody over there smokes?
Well, they can't do e-cigarettes.
That's interesting.
E-cigarettes, e-liquids, heated tobacco, that is not allowed. Enforcement escalated sharply after a 2025 nationwide crackdown. 690 people are arrested in 666 vape cases in a single week. And tourists typically face on-the-spot fines of 5,000 to 30,000 bahts.
Wow.
Plus confiscation, with detention and formal arrests increasingly common.
So if you're like addicted to your vape, don't go to Thailand, because it's not like you can step out and have a quick smoke. You're going to get fined.
Yeah. I know a lot of people that vape too.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, if you can smoke cigarettes, then they'll have to resort to that.
I guess.
It's the nicotine, right?
Yeah.
You're doing it. Well, if that's what you're smoking.
Right. Exactly.
Now, this one's actually really important. Some medications that are perfectly normal here, like cold medicine, certain inhalers, medicines containing codeine or stimulants, can be illegal to bring into Japan, even with a prescription. So it's something travelers really need to research before flying.
Yeah, for sure. Because if you're traveling, we all
take our
medications with us. So that's definitely important to look into. Because nobody goes to Japan for a weekend.
No.
You're going there for long, like a...
Shit, it takes you like a week to get there.
Exactly.
That's what it feels like.
So And you can't go without your medication. You definitely need to do your research and make sure you have the permission or get your permission to take it.
I wonder if it's like particular ingredients in the medication that's not allowed.
It could be.
That would be something to look into.
You said you wanted to go to Japan.
I do.
It's on your list. So,
but I'm not taking medications. I don't need that.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have pharmacies over there.
Yeah, they do. True. Going back to Dubai, because I know you had mentioned it before. I think a lot of people talk about this. I mean, there's a lot of people that know about that strict public decency laws that they have. So public kissing, illegal.
Huh. Making
out, definitely illegal. Hugging can become an issue depending on the situation. And holding hands. If you're married, you can hold hands discreetly. But if you're unmarried, you should be cautious. Now, I don't think they have police like policing you. You know what I mean? But if some people, the locals, if they feel offended by the affection that's going on, they can basically let the police know, hey, they're not being respectful.
I guess they don't like PDA over there, huh?
No.
That's not cool.
Yeah. I mean, if you go there on your honeymoon,
right?
You're going to be all over each other. You can't. Didn't they have a scene of that in Sex and the City? Wasn't there a Dubai scene?
Yeah, where she got in trouble.
She got in trouble.
Yeah, but that was Samantha, and Samantha's known for like hoeing. So
yeah,
I could see how she got.
No, I know, but they it's a thing, right? If they put it in the show, then
yeah,
it's something that can happen.
I think that might be one of the countries too where you can't. You know how here when we say hello, you give a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah,
hello. A man cannot, like, you can't do that, and you can't give a man can't give a woman a kiss on the cheek, or he can't even extend his hand to shake her hand.
Over there?
I believe it's over there.
Well, it makes sense if they have, all this, you can't do public kissing, you can't be hugging out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't greet people like that. It's got to be, it can, that's some form of kissing. I mean, it's not on the lips.
I know they do, like French people, they do, mwah, mwah.
Yeah.
Italians do it too. It's, both cheeks. Can't do that over there.
Not in Dubai. Not in Dubai. Let's bring it home though, because we have some interesting laws here in Florida too.
Yes. I remember telling you, because I'm like, oh my God, I heard this thing about it's illegal to have sex with the porcupine in Florida, right?
When you told me that, I had to look it up.
And me too. I was like, wait, what? Why is that a law? Like, why would that? But it's not naming porcupine in general. It's like animals.
Right.
But again,
right. I looked it up
why
I'm
is
like,
that
where did we end up with the porcupines? Like somewhere along the line, the porcupine got put into that, right? Like somebody made it up. Yeah. Like somebody specifically went for this porcupine. But it's any animal. I mean, it's crazy that it's a law, but just, because, oh my God.
That's like some shit you would see in a movie.
Yeah.
Not something that you would think happens.
Well,
that they have to pass a law for that. That just blows my mind. I'm sorry. I was like, wait, what?
The porcupine is the face of that statute.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way it became the face of that one. But it's any animal. Oh my goodness. How do you not know that's not wrong? But how would, you know what I mean? Like there's a law for that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people too that, okay, so then the balloon releasing, right? I've seen people release balloons do that a lot, and that's actually illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Honestly, I didn't know that one.
I'm a fan of that because after you see a lot of these, especially like in the water and the wildlife, dying because of that stuff.
Right. Whatever goes up must come down. Right. So I guess it ends up in places where it shouldn't be. Our animals get affected by it.
So that one, it's weird, but I understand it.
I didn't know that was illegal.
Yeah. But here's another one that I didn't know that was illegal. If you're riding a bicycle, you cannot grab onto a moving car to get pulled along. And growing up, I've seen this a lot. Like
That happened to
growing
me.
up in New York, or and being here. So, yeah,
It happened to me.
what
It happened to me. I swear to you. Yes. I was freaking out because the light turned green and I took off. Right. And I look in my mirror and there's this bicycler holding onto the back of my truck, the bed part in the back. He's holding on. And I was freaking out. I was like, oh my God. And I had to make a right. In a few blocks, I had to make a right. And I'm like, how am I supposed to?
Right?
Yeah, he was on my right side. I'm like, how am I supposed to turn right? And I'm going to turn into him. And I can't slam on my brakes because there's people behind me. I was just freaking out. So I slowed down I slowed down. I drove really slow because I noticed he was there. And then I turned my signals on to let him know that I was going to turn right. And it took him a little while to see that I had my turning signals on. And then finally, I slowed down a lot because I had to turn. And he finally got the point. He let go and he starts to ride. He rode past me and he waved at me thanks.
Thanks for the ride.
Yeah, thanks for the ride. And I'm in my truck and I was freaking out. So if I was to get pulled over,
You get in trouble for that?
I guess I would be. I would be like, it's not like I asked him, hey, let me give you a ride. I didn't.
You didn't even know he was there?
No, he just grabbed onto my truck because he was tired or whatever. So who gets fined? Him or me?
It would be him, I would assume, because
better.
Yeah. Especially if it's without permission.
Right. It totally was.
No one gave you permission to hitch a ride. Okay.
He didn't even get that far. He held on to the wrong car because I had to turn, it was maybe, I don't know, 2 blocks. It wasn't even that far.
I've seen skateboarders do that.
That's crazy.
A lot.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah,
to see.
That's definitely dangerous. Oh my God. That just brought back a memory. That was scary.
Well, I feel like that's one of those things most people know not to do. Like, you know you're not supposed to do it, but you do it anyway. That's right. One of those things.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely.
It's not safe. No. Okay, here's another one we should expose, right? And you would think being naked in Florida is automatically illegal. It makes sense, right?
Of course.
Okay. I mean, I would think being naked anywhere is illegal.
Uh-huh.
Right. But that's actually not what the law says exactly. Florida statute specifically makes it illegal to expose your sexual organs or be naked in public in a vulgar or indecent manner. There are actually exceptions. For example, breastfeeding is specifically protected under the law, and being naked in places that are legally designed for that purpose, like certain authorized nude beaches or resorts. And I remember you telling me that there was a resort by as close to where you were staying that it was
Zephyr Hills. Zephyr Hills, Florida has a resort.
All naked people?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, was it clothing optional or just clothing not allowed?
I guess you could wear clothing, but it was really, it's just a place for nude. Yeah. For the nude. So you would be out of place if you were wearing clothing.
And I know you mentioned there's a beach here in Florida.
Yes, there is a beach that's known for nudity, which is Hollover Beach.
I did not know that.
Yes.
That I did not know.
Yes.
Speaking of nudity, okay, I saw a clip about a restaurant in Florida that is hosting once a month nude dining.
Mm-hmm. I saw that clip on the news. That's on the news. Yes, it's in Hollywood, and it's called Class Soiree. Class Soiree Steakhouse. It's in Hollywood, and they they host once a month nude dining.
So
there's a market for it, apparently.
But so the law says It's illegal to expose your sexual organs or be naked in public, in a vulgar or indecent manner.
Right. That to me is indecent.
What's isn't that called indecent exposure? Like just being naked,
Exactly.
isn't that called indecent exposure?
I don't want to eat my dinner and see all these naked people around me while I'm eating dinner.
Who signs up for that? And they said that they had, what was it, 20 something people?
They're expecting about 20 people for their next event so far. I'm not sure what the limit is for their events, but yeah. And it's not only for couples. So like men can go alone, a woman can go alone.
Oh.
Yeah, and couples. So
creepy.
Yeah, I feel so. I feel
stalkers looking for your next victim.
Exactly.
What?
Yeah. I feel like it is because somebody will just go just to watch.
But I know, like you're eating your steak and potatoes, and then someone walks by, body hair moves.
Ew, Monica. I don't even want to think about that. Ew.
What are people thinking? Like, how is that?
Wait, I need to pull up this article because are the staff nude as well? And the chef?
No, that can't be legal.
That can't be legal.
There's no way that they're letting you cook in the kitchen without clothes
They
on.
better not.
Because what was it that guy that was making he had his own business and he was, I don't know where it was, but he was making his donuts or whatever without a shirt on.
Uh-huh.
And
okay.
that was his thing. He was like on TikTok. He's like, yeah, I'm making my donuts. And he's all shirtless. And everyone's like, wow. But there's a lot of people like, ew, that's disgusting. And then, yeah, he got the health department.
Okay, I'm looking at the article. I pulled up the article. And yes, you're right. Staff members work with clothes on, except the hostess.
So homegirl's just standing there with her menu. Welcome in.
Yes. Yep. She's the hostess with the most.
The hostess with the most. That's a good one. That is. I'm sorry.
I don't know. And the tickets are not like,
How much are they?
So for the men, the tickets are $250. Women is $150. And if you go as a couple, it's $300.
So I wonder why it's more expensive for the man.
I think it always is. I think for men always pay the higher price. Even I think going to clubs and stuff like that, they always pay more for some reason.
That is such a strange thing.
Maybe to encourage them to come with a woman.
Propose. Just come dine in the restaurant naked. That's so weird. Like, I don't know if you ever heard of that it was on, I think, WSVN. It was a dining experience in the dark.
They have blindfolded ones.
Right.
Right. That's the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
It's blindfolded? Yeah.
That's weird, right?
Yeah, because how do you eat blindfolded?
You got to feel your way.
That sounds very messy because that'd be, I don't know.
I'll miss my mouth.
Exactly, me too.
But just to sit around in a restaurant with people naked, that's just odd. Like, who said this is there's a market, but there's a market for it. There's a market for it because they got 20 reservations.
There is. People are paying to go.
I would go. I would sit there and outside in my car and see who is showing up to this and how are they showing up? Are they coming dressed or do they get undressed when they get there?
Right. That's a good question. Are they coming in? Are they coming out naked and going in? That's a really good question because then you don't need to buy tickets because you could just stand outside and watch them go in.
Right? I'll just see all the naked people from here. But the lady on the news she's like, well, that's great because then you don't got to worry about if it's a first date, you don't got to worry about picking out an outfit because you're not wearing any.
You're
clothes.
not wearing one.
But how do they go? Do they go dressed and then get undressed, or is this like
maybe they're wearing like
show up in a robe and
trench? Yeah, like robe. It's like yes. Oh my god! But then you're driving naked.
Yeah. And
if you get pulled over and you're, I don't know.
So being naked is apparently not that illegal in Florida unless it's a vulgar manner.
I guess we Floridians encourage it.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was really, that was pretty interesting to watch, to see that in the news. And they're promoting it in the news. So
right.
Now they've promoted it.
Yeah. Saying it'll be an interesting experience, like encouraging people to sign up.
Yeah, I'm sure they run into problems because if it's out there, well, again, we don't know how they're walking in.
And I wonder if there's like people that watch that are just like standing around waiting just to watch.
I'm sure there is.
Like, that's my thought. Like, I would go to see who shows up.
Right.
Just because
this is Hollywood.
Hollywood, Florida, right. It's my first time even hearing this concept. So I'm intrigued on seeing how people show up to this dinner.
Yeah.
So people watching would be kind of fun for that. But I wonder how many other people just like decided to go on that day just to be like, who's here? And let me check you out. I wonder if
to be inside, you mean? Or just to walk
like
from
outside.
A distance? Yeah. Well, I mean, yes.
Standing outside the restaurant and be like, who's walking? And if the hostess is naked, I wonder if the glass is tinted or the doors are tinted.
I don't know. I might.
Could you imagine you're
have
walking
to drive by
a
one
restaurant
day
and you see that shit and you're like, pero todo el mundo no, nadie tiene ropa ahí adentro.
Well, listen, if I'm not going to the event, all right, and I just go there on a regular night to have dinner, like, I'm going to be questioning where I'm sitting.
Right.
Because some naked ass was just sitting in that chair. Okay?
No.
Like, bring the sanitized wipes and shit and make sure you clean those chairs before you sit down.
Now we got to start cleaning chairs at restaurants. Now you got me thinking. It's not just the tray table when you get on a plane. You got to, where you sit, you got to clean it before you sit.
Oh my goodness. So I'm sure our listeners noticed that Jasmine is not here today. She was not able to join us tonight, but we miss you, Jasmine.
Miss you, Jasmine.
But she did send us one. She did send us a weird one.
So apparently in Florida, there's a statute, 561.655, that bars any establishment licensed to sell alcohol from hosting contests or promotions exploiting a person with dwarfism, with penalties up to $1,000 fine and license revocation. The administrative rule names dwarf tossing explicitly. Dwarf tossing? It was passed in 1989. It's a real law. And it was passed because I guess a participant died of alcohol poisoning. That I've never heard of a bar
tossing
people. And then there's a legislator in Florida in 2011 who tried to bring it back.
Oh. So it's a thing that you just toss these people around?
He was trying to make it legal again, saying that it prevents some dwarfs from getting jobs they would be happy to get.
What?
Yeah. And that they shouldn't be preventing people from possibly making money.
Is he a small person himself?
No.
No. Well, so who is... Oh my God.
So he was trying to bring it back. That obviously did not happen.
Right.
But like...
That's very odd. I've never heard of that. I wouldn't even imagine people tossing.
So not a wet t-shirt contest.
No.
Tossing people.
Tossing them.
Dwarf or little people around.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. Like what?
Oh my goodness. That is a weird one. That one is really weird. I cannot.
She also mentioned that it's illegal to annoy a manatee. You know, they have that law here.
Yeah. Right. I know, right. You shouldn't be disturbing them or...
Yeah, there's...
They're protected.
They're protected.
Yeah, they're very protected animals.
I know they sometimes they come up to you.
Yeah.
If you're swimming but you can't touch them.
Right. Have you ever...
No, I've never experienced
No. Okay.
Probably would freak out if that shit came up to me.
I know
they're very gentle.
They're very gentle.
But they're big.
They're big animals. Yeah.
They're big. I probably would freak out.
So you can't pet them?
No, you're not allowed to touch them.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that would be like my first.
I know. I'd be like, "Ay, qué lindo," because they're so gentle. They seem to be gentle. They're not like aggressive animals. So you'd be like, "Oh," but okay, you can't pet them. Well, since we're on the animal, we're talking about the animals. And this one I actually love. The chickens in Key West are protected. They're also protected over there. If you didn't know, well, now you know.
So I can't just take it home? Like
No,
if I see
you cannot. They're like celebrities out there. You can't intentionally harm them. You can't kill them. You're not even supposed to feed them on public property. Yeah, because they said that apparently it creates health issues and overpopulation. So don't feed them. Only authorized handlers can relocate them. And in Ybor City in Tampa, it's the same.
I've been there, and I found that weird.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought I would see all those chickens and roosters just roaming.
But in Key West, they're everywhere too.
I haven't been to Key West in
okay.
years, and when I went, there were a few, not a lot, but
yeah, they're everywhere. The chickens out there.
And my first instinct is to say, "Go get it, take it home."
Right. That's funny.
But they're protected. Okay.
They are.
So you can't even feed them.
No, they said you shouldn't feed them.
That's interesting. Well, good for the chickens. We like chickens.
We like chickens. Yes. Right. I have chickens of my own.
Well, I think we can agree that every law exists because at some point society had to decide what was acceptable and what wasn't. And now we're facing a whole new category of situations our lawmakers never imagined. So the question becomes, when technology changes the rules, do we need new laws? Let's talk about some of the biggest AI debates that are happening right now, Maritza. Like, what's one that caught your...
The one recently was our books are being destroyed.
I saw that.
Yes. And that one really kind of hurt,
Yeah. Because I as a reader,
yeah,
I know I talked about like starting minimalism and getting rid of stuff, but my books right now are not one of those things that I would like to get rid of.
Yeah. It's interesting that what we were just talking about, we have laws that are protecting our chickens, right? In Key West. But what about our books? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is now starting to come up, that we're now hearing about this. So what's going to protect our books? You know what I mean? Like just these old books where librarians were keeping them safe, right?
Yeah. Well, what they're doing is AI companies are buying up books. A lot of the books are like older,
right? First
edition. Some would consider priceless, right?
Yeah.
But there's value. And they're buying up all these books, and the AI computer is basically taking them apart, cutting out the spines, and just scanning the pages, and then they get destroyed because they're trying to automate the books to teach AI, supposedly, right? But here's my thought. When it comes to that, like if let's just say that it comes to the point where they want to eliminate books entirely, and the only way you can access a book is through a computer, AI, or whatever. Now, for us, we might not be here. But for the kids, they could literally change the course of history if they wanted to.
Right.
Right? If all the books are destroyed and there's only AI books, who's to say that in 30 years' time, they could just change up history? Like, this never happened, that never happened.
They can absolutely
this is what happened.
Delete
not
stuff.
that. Like,
right.
That's scary.
Yeah. Yeah, because you won't know and make up stuff.
Right.
So you don't even know what's real, that's what we're going through today. What's real, what's not, half of the time. And I didn't think about that with this scenario. Now that you're saying that, you're absolutely right.
How can we're supposed to trust that source? That's the only source you have.
Yeah.
At that time. It reminded me of the movie Book of Eli. Remember that?
Yes. These movies don't lie.
You don't? We're going to have to start rewatching all these movies.
Yeah. You want to know your future? Go back and start watching some of these movies because
it's like exactly
every time something happens, something goes down, there's a movie that you can refer to and be like, hey, you remember this movie? That happened in that movie.
Yeah.
Go watch the movie and see what happens next.
It's uncomfortable. Like, it's crazy. And you want them to put a law in place for that, right? Like to protect history, to protect the books, but they already ruled that it's not against the law. They're not doing anything illegal. They're purchasing, and once you purchase the books,
you could do what you want with them.
Which I understand, but it's crazy.
It is. Do they say what kind of books they're going after?
Um,
Well, here it says some of these books are rare, out of print, or difficult to replace. And if the only copy gets destroyed, that's a piece of history that could disappear forever.
Yeah.
Like you said, or changed.
yeah.
Make up.
So now it's like, what do we do? Go buy as many books as you can.
I know.
Because like you would think the classics, right? Like Shakespeare and all they're old.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I already know probably what you're going to say, but you think it should be legal for companies to destroy something in order to teach artificial intelligence?
There should be some oversight.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm not, pro government oversight, everything, but this is scary. This is, like I was listening to Elon Musk talk. He did an interview with The Economist, and he was proposing, not that this is going to happen, but he was proposing that the CEOs of each of these companies meet, I don't know if it's weekly, monthly, or whatever, have a meeting to discuss the things that are going on within their AI.
Yeah.
To make sure that there's nothing bad going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if there is, then you're held accountable to fix it. And if you don't fix it, then they go and they get the government involved.
Okay. Wow.
Not that I don't think that's going to happen, because first of all, they don't like each other, most of them. And then to be on a Zoom call and be like, yeah, today we created this, that, and the other. Let me just give you all my ideas.
Right.
And this is the problem we're having, so that you can go and create your own and perfect it. Like, I don't see that happening.
Okay.
It's a good thought, right?
Right.
Like he's trying to make sure that they're all held accountable, because they're all saying the same thing. We know that it's ever changing, right? Every day is something new.
Yeah.
Like every day. We could sit here and have a freaking podcast episode every week about something new that we heard about AI.
Oh no, that's an endless conversation right now. Yeah,
it's
because
like
so many things happening. It's changing so fast, and I think too, there's a lot of stuff that they're talking about. Like I would say, like this book thing, like it caught my eye, but I don't think it would catch everybody's eye right now. No. You know what I mean? Like not that many. There's nobody talking about it. You know what I mean? Where I'm just kind of like, wow. I mean, it hurt a little bit to read that. That our books are being destroyed. I didn't even think about what you said. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that just brings a whole other
what the
yeah. Because I'm like, wow, yeah, that's true. Because everything right now, I look online and I question everything now.
Everything.
Is this real? Does this place exist? Oh, what a pretty house. Oh, it's not real. You know what I mean? Like,
but even news stories, like when you go on TikTok and it says CBS News and they're saying something, I'm like, my first instinct is like, let me go online,
go to their actual website.
Exactly. If I see it, then I can. Okay.
Right. Of course.
Because is it real? Like,
right.
But these companies themselves, like the CEO of OpenAI and Anthropic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even Elon Musk said it. It's moving too fast.
It is.
It's moving very fast, which they seem concerned. But the only way that they can slow it down is if they all come together collectively, each company, and say, we're going to slow down.
Right. And it's one thing that we, our everyday people, are concerned. But when it's somebody like that, and like in it, they're in it and they're concerned. That's, yeah.
It's nerve-wracking.
And it's nerve-wracking.
But everybody wants to be first. So who's going to actually say, okay, you know what, we'll pause?
Right.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because they all want to be the first to come out with whatever. Not only this, destroying books and, for AI teaching purposes, but they've been doing these creating little hackers amongst the AI.
Right.
And there's been 3 different stories of 3 different events where these little hacking things have been able to get out of their element,
right,
and hack into other companies.
Which is insane.
They're teaching themselves.
Yeah.
These little bots are teaching themselves. That reminds me of Avengers.
There we go.
I think
A
it's
movie,
Avengers of
yes.
Ultron, where he has Jarvis, but he creates this other thing, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do my own thing, and I'm gonna make myself this," and then he's evil,
He's evil. And
out
he
to
was,
destroy.
Right, out to destroy. He was all out of whack. Yeah.
God, what are we getting ourselves into?
No, and also that one meta feature that was all of a sudden, if you have a public account, they were able to use your photos and, any way they wanted to.
That's right. That was
The Meta.
Instagram, right? They dropped.
And the thing was that you were like, or it seems like everybody was just opted in without permission,
Right.
without, nothing. It was just a feature that was added. And if you had a public account, well,
No notification,
Nothing.
no email,
Yeah.
no nothing saying, "Hey, this is a new." Nope, that was it.
Yeah.
It was if you were public, all your photos and videos were accessible to AI
right.
for whatever purpose they deemed fit.
Which is crazy because we're hearing so many things. I mean, there's so many stories out there. What is it? The deepfake,
Yeah.
where they're taking your, people's images, faces, and making videos of you in, pornographic ways, or, and it looks real. It's,
Yeah.
I think I had told you that one story about this one celebrity, I think in the UK, where she was showing up to work and these men were like all talking to her, like these guys at work that she worked with, they all thought they were in a relationship with her. They all thought they were in a relationship with her, a bunch of them. And they were talking to her like all in, like sexual ways and all that stuff. And it was because somebody had copied her face and used her as this sexual thing. And she was having relationships with these guys
Online. Oh my God.
And it wasn't her. She had no idea what the hell was going on.
That's scary.
That's very scary.
And then it's people that she worked with.
Right. She's going to work and it's people that she worked. And they were convinced that they were in a relationship with her, which is creepy, scary, everything. And then you have this meta feature that comes out that can,
And it's crazy because a lot of people that are, content creators or
Right.
influencers, whatever you want to call them, they're public.
Yeah.
And they share pictures of not only themselves, but their entire families,
Right.
their children. And that's another thing. Child pornography.
Child pornography.
That is huge.
Yeah.
And AI has created a space for that, which is scary.
Well, they ended up taking it down. They pulled back on the feature.
I guess everybody.
But I don't think that's the end of it. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
because even before this feature came up, this is already happening.
Right.
So, I think Instagram just, they got a lot of backlash.
Well, you got to
from it.
remember what you post online is basically free for anyone to use.
Right.
You don't really own that. Even though you're posting it on your account,
It's true.
It's not yours. It's out there. And they can use it for commercials if they wanted to, which I've seen people use
Yeah.
social media posts that are public on commercials. I've seen companies do that.
Yeah. I mean, they're doing everything right now. They're taking people's images, your voice,
That's another thing. So the voice, that should be.
They need to, that's the thing as we're talking about, like all these laws, like everything is happening so fast.
Yeah.
That they really don't have like laws or rules, right? We don't have those in place yet because
There's too many many things to.
it's too new.
review,
It's
yeah.
very new. And so I guess I'm hoping that eventually there will be some kind of boundaries with some of this stuff because it's really getting out of hand.
Yeah. I know some celebrities have taken their own steps to protect themselves.
Yeah.
Where I think it was Taylor Swift, where she trademarked or patented like her voice and this and that, like so that you can't use it for AI.
It shouldn't be legal.
No, that shouldn't be legal.
That shouldn't be legal. It shouldn't be legal where they can take your image or your voice and use it for AI. You shouldn't. It shouldn't be legal. That shouldn't be legal. How is that legal? How is that okay?
Yeah, I don't know. Because it's not legal for you to use Disney photos right? Like for your purpose to sell or whatever.
Exactly.
You need permission.
Exactly.
Right.
But we can use your face and your voice. But we can't use a mouse that doesn't, a cartoon.
Right.
He's not even a real, Mickey Mouse is not real. And we can't use Mickey Mouse on
whatever we want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can use your face, Monica. Well, we can use Monica's face and voice. Like, how does that even make sense? How does that even make sense? You know, another one that freaks me out is some of those, and like, because, we can animate people, right?
Yeah.
I don't like it. I've seen it before, but like, after somebody passes away, like you can animate them, like giving you a hug.
The old photos.
Yeah. I don't like it.
That's creepy.
I don't like it. I've seen it. People do it and it freaks me out. Is that okay? Should people be able to do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Like that to me is like, like sacred, right? Like a memory.
Yeah.
And I don't know, to animate it. I don't know. I don't like that.
I find that creepy.
Yeah.
Like animating a dead person's photo.
I've seen it and I don't like it. I think I said that like 20 times. But then you have companies too creating the AI chatbots, using a person's old text messages, emails, social media posts, voice recordings, videos, anything they're taking to just, reuse. I don't think that should be legal. I really don't.
Yeah, they're going to have a hard time.
Yeah.
The government is going to have a hard time trying to.
They're going to have to create a whole new set of laws for all of this because it's not okay. It really isn't. I get artificial intelligence and all that, but if you shouldn't be using people, real people, and creating.
Yeah. They could put you in a place you've never been.
They have been doing that. They have been doing that. Or holding your child ransom and they don't have your child for money.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't trying to give anybody ideas out there, but you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
I think it's been done. It's been done. I mean, it's not like something new.
That was being done.
Yeah.
Well, but voice. It was all voice.
Voice.
They would call you and be like, hey, I have your child.
Yeah, I have your child. I have your son,
But they were using AI, the voice. Yeah.
For that. Exactly. Because they need the child's voice to make it sound believable.
Yeah.
Which is a horrible thing. Yeah. Well, all of that is like really, it's unsettling.
Yeah.
I mean,
you mentioned that.
How would you feel? Let's say you saw your face somewhere and it wasn't you.
Oh, I'd probably go crazy.
That would do something to you, right?
Yeah.
And then, they can mess up your whole life, your marriage. You can destroy somebody's marriage like that.
Yes, that you can.
And should that be legal? No. It should not.
It should be illegal.
That should be very illegal. But I don't think we have any laws that say that is illegal.
No.
Not yet, at least.
What is that? What would that be considered? Fraud? No.
I don't know.
Deepfake is deepfake. Deepfake should be illegal.
Yeah. All right. So let me ask you a couple of questions, Monica.
Okay.
And you tell me, should this be illegal? Should it be legal? Should it not be legal? Okay. So I think I just asked you about your face, about AI. Yeah. Should AI cloning your voice without permission, should that be legal?
No.
How about, we've covered this, nudity in a public place.
Yeah, no. No.
I mean, Florida, you got to draw a line somewhere because this is a nude dinner. I don't know.
Yeah. I get freaked out by Speedos. Like if I'm on the beach and I see someone in Speedos, I have to turn my head. Like, I don't want to see that.
How do you feel about what I said about the recreating somebody after they die? Do you think it should be illegal?
I mean, if the person is asking for it to be done.
A loved one?
Yeah. I mean, if it's something that
I guess
they should be able to, if it's something that they want, that comforts them or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know about it being illegal.
Okay. Here's a weird one. Should it be illegal to wrestle a bear? Because there's a law. There's a law for that. Wrestling a bear. It's illegal in several states. Did you know that?
Who's wrestling bears? If I'm wrestling a bear, it's to get the fuck away. Like,
and is that illegal?
I'm trying to save my life here.
Exactly.
Wrestling a bear or bear wrestling.
Bear wrestling.
Do they mean
illegal.
like maybe like
also for like
fighting and
for
stuff like
yeah
that? Like,
yeah exactly. It's something like an
training bears
event,
to fight.
right?
But then who can train a bear to fight?
I don't know.
Like who
That's really. I mean, if you could do that, I think that's cool.
that you could train a bear?
That you could train a bear to wrestle, but it's not. It's illegal. It actually is illegal in some states in the U.S. If you could create any law, what would it be, Monica?
If I can create,
is there a law that you would be like, that should be a law if you can create one?
I don't know.
Oh, I put you on the spot.
You did.
I think
Micromanaging should be against the law.
that's another episode right there.
That's a whole nother episode. But yeah, that should be illegal.
That should be illegal. That should be illegal. You know what I think should be illegal too? I think that when a plane lands, I think nobody should be able to stand up. Like, y'all gotta wait. You know what I mean? They should have some kind of, you know how they call you in groups to get into the plane? They should have something like that getting out of the plane.
There's no
The
groups.
minute that plane lands, everybody stands up. And it's like,
It should be in order.
yeah, there should
don't
be an
understand.
order.
The first row goes,
Right.
second row goes, third goes.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the order.
That should be a law.
And you know what?
I'm sorry, but it irritates me because the minute that plane stops, everybody's like, whoop. Like, I'm like, where y'all? Where do you think
boarding
you're
the damn
going?
plane should be the same way too. You start from the back and you work your way to the front. Because
that's what I'm talking
the way
about.
they board planes is like
Yeah.
the stupidest thing ever.
It is.
Yeah. If you're in first class, by all means, all of first class. You
Right.
go. But the cabin in the back, from back to front. I don't care how much you pay for your ticket. From back to front. That's the way it should go.
Right. And
You shouldn't have to be climbing over people to get to your seat.
There should be so many rules on the plane. Like, you can't walk into the plane and put your luggage in the first cabin and then you're sitting all the way in the freaking back.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do that. Okay, so there's a number of laws going on here.
Now you're talking about courtesy. That's different. No. But
There should be a law.
I agree with the whole deplaning thing. Like, no, nobody's allowed to get up.
And there you have it, the world's newest potential law, how to deplane without losing your mind. I have to say, these laws discussed today were pretty interesting to learn about.
It's funny how some of the strangest laws we talked about today probably sound ridiculous at first, but most of them exist because something happened that made people think maybe we need a law for that. Now we're watching history repeat itself with AI. The technology is advancing so quickly that we're being forced to ask new questions. We're not just looking back at old laws anymore. We're trying to decide what rules need to exist moving forward. If you've enjoyed today's conversation, please follow the podcast, leave us a rating and review, and share this episode with someone who loves a good debate. Thanks for listening to Red Lips. Until next time, stay curious, keep asking questions, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Hasta la próxima.
Thank you for listening. Make sure to subscribe to our show so you don't miss an episode.
We will be dropping an episode every 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. No, like, seriously. Subscribe now.
So just chill to the next episode. Follow us on Insta and TikTok